You know I like my chicken fried. Cold beer on a Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio up. I like to see the sunrise. See the love in my woman's eyes. Feel the touch of a precious child. Know a mother's love. Well, I was raised up beneath the shade of a Georgia pine.
Hey, what up? I'm Doug Gottlieb, host of the Doug Gottlieb Show. I know we're very creative here at CBS, and we're here to celebrate Brian and Bridget, your marriage. Brian, girls now, huh? Just okay. Joking. I'm kidding. But first, we need to talk about Brian and his potential pay-per-view event. I read about this actually in my notes, and I'm kind of fascinated by it. I know it's a beautiful night in the Valley of the Sun and celebrating your nuptials. But this pay-per-view event against the best ever, money, Floyd Mayweather? Are you kidding me? Do you honestly think this guy has a chance against one of the greatest fighters of all time? I mean, we're talking about a former Arizona State Sun Devil, a guy who logged more hours at the pool than most women in his dorm. Back in the day, the Georgia native tried to go after Mike Tyson inside LAX. Take another good look, because this guy is getting married tomorrow, and the thought of him squaring off against Floyd Mayweather is insane. He doesn't have a chance. Hey, Brian, I wish you the best. Congratulations. And before we make a toast, we want to take a closer look at your life outside the ring.
Hey, Brian and Bridget, hope you're enjoying this video. You know, we are all here so excited to be celebrating your wedding weekend. We are less than 24 hours from the big day. And you know, I started looking at your registry and I was like, what am I gonna get you guys for a gift? I don't wanna get you a monogram towel or pots and pans. I thought, why don't I get you a gift that's going to last a lifetime? So why not hit Miami Beach? So I decided to consult with some of Brian and Bridget's closest compadres. You know, they're real friends, like Coconut Chuck, who works on Collins Avenue.
Coconut water.
Now, Brian and Bridget, they hung out with Chuck last month during their bachelorette weekend in Miami. Why are they gonna have a successful marriage?
Because she look like she's gonna be wearing the pants.
What's that? Say that again?
She look like she's gonna be wearing the pants.
And what about Brian?
They just lost.
Well, I don't really agree with Coconut Chuck. In fact, I think Brian and Bridget complement each other in many different ways. But if we're talking pants, we might as well go shopping. You work here? Okay, I gotta ask you something. My friends are getting married, and they're both getting married. This is Brian, and this is Bridget. And we saw.
Excuse me, me speak French. Alors me talk French.
You only talk French?
Oui.
Oh. Does anybody speak English in here?
For what? What name this one?
This is Brian.
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 Ça, dit, ce monsieur, il s'appelle Brian.
Bridget. Bridget.
Bridget.
Like a bridge?
Bridge.
Jet. Like
Bridget.
a jet.
Et la madame, c'est Bridget. Together, it's a married now, okay?
Oh wow, is that leather? I think that may be a little too conservative. Do you have something that shows a little more skin?
Ah!
Huh?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. What do you think? Perfect, huh?
Yeah.
Perfection. Now it's time to head out to the beach. So we're wondering, what does it take to have a happy and successful marriage? In English, please.
Look for the life, make the best what they can. And they must be happy together.
Is that a husband of the year shirt?
Yes. You see it? I get it from my wife.
You got the husband of the year, so you're obviously doing something right.
Yeah.
I think it's time to start thinking a little bit outside the box. Welcome to the Palace, the first and only drag queen bar on South Beach.
Ladies and gentlemen, these people are getting married. I don't know who the hell they are.
and Brian.
Bridget and Brian, honey. Which one's the woman?
Well, before things got ugly, I wanted to catch up with two of Brian and Bridget's biggest fans.
If you're going to get married, I would recommend just communication is key. You know,
Hell no.
How about shit?
Get out my interview booth.
Brucey also had this piece of advice for a happy marriage.
Brian puts money in Bridget's account. There we go. That's how you do it.
From the bars to the beaches, I finally stumbled across a Georgia native, a Southern belle who can relate to Brian and Bridget. If Brian and Bridget were watching right now and you're looking at that camera, again, your best advice for them.
Okay. Keep the home fires burning. Do not, under any circumstances, cheat.
Where have you seen this guy before?
Oh my God, he looks very familiar.
Who do you think this looks like?
And it's on the tip of my tongue and I just can't get it out.
Very familiar. Is he Miami? Does he live here?
I just can't put my finger on it.
I don't know, bro. He's like an all-American stud, bro.
He actually lives in Atlanta, but...
Okay, I'm from Atlanta. 40 years. That's where I...
40 years from Atlanta?
40 years.
No
from
way.
Atlanta.
Where'd you grow?
Here in October.
Where'd you grow up in Atlanta?
Atlanta, Buckhead mostly. Midtown.
Wow. So there's a chance you may have seen him.
Yes, because he looks very familiar.
And I might have just seen him with her anyway.
You just saw a movie with her in it?
Yeah, I raised my daughter there. She's 24.
Really?
She's in Chicago now.
Does this picture right here? Does this picture right here? Does this ring a bell?
Was he on American Pie?
American Pie?
American Pie?
American Pie.
Yeah, the cap is throwing me, but the face, I never forget a face.
Something like Napoleon Dynamite.
Gosh.
Good luck.
Did you guys used to hang out or what?
No. I like him tall, dark, and handsome. That's honest. Like I used to work this club, so it's after hours, 112, and everybody in the world has gone to 112. So maybe somewhere like that.
Okay, let's be serious. Bridget and Brian, you guys don't need any advice. You guys are so in love. You're perfect for each other, and I know you guys are gonna have 100 years of happiness. Now, there's a couple other people who have some things they want to tell you. Hope you guys enjoy this. Mazel tov, congratulations, and I love you guys.
Oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me.
Jesus Christ, this printing looks terrible. Leslie, remind me to never use Cartridge World ink again.
I'm filming.
Oh, sorry. Hey everybody. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit about my friend Brian Oxman. What a great friend this guy is. He's got every characteristic you could ever want in a friend. Well, I can date this back to when he took care of me in the ER when I got hit in the mouth on Mill Avenue. He was such a great friend to stay with me all night in the ER for me opening my big mouth. There was that time. There was also the time where he took me to the Georgia-Florida cocktail party in Jacksonville with his parents, Joe and Darcy. Just had such a great time seeing how big of Georgia fans they are. Almost made me become a Georgia fan. I don't think Joe is actually going to be winning any barbecue awards anytime soon, as he almost burnt down our tailgate. But nonetheless, just had such a great time with him. Anytime I'm with Brian, I have such a great time. It's also great to see how much success he's had in owning his business and operating his business with Cartridge World Atlanta. I'm looking forward to his continued success there, but I will tell you, Brian, no matter how many times you ask, I'm not going to come work for you and sell cartridges and toners to businesses in Atlanta. Your sweatshop wages just aren't cutting it. But in all seriousness, congratulations, Brian and Bridget, on your wedding. I think you are the most amazing couple. I think Brian may have outkicked his coverage a little bit, but you guys are great together. I'm so excited to be part of this wedding, and I wish you guys nothing but the best in the future, and love you both. Mazel tov.
Hi, my name's Adam, and I'm going to tell you a hilarious story about the first time I met not only Brian Oxman, but also his tall, goofy, ADD friend, Michael Seiden. I must have been 13. I was in middle school at a private Jewish school, and they were in public school. And I think the Atlanta area JCC must have been throwing a lock-in for all Jewish kids that were pre-high school to kind of make friends before you go to high school or whatnot. And me and my friend at the time, Matt, we were mainly interested in one thing, and that was chasing girls. That was the only agenda. So we walk in, and there's this huge gymnasium, and I had known Jordan a little bit from synagogue, So we're talking, and Matt and I were putting together this game of spin the bottle or 7 minutes in heaven, whatever it was. And, you know, Jordan was obviously interested. And you know, at the time, I remember very clearly asking Michael and Brian, or them being asked, hey, you guys want to come? It's going to be great. And then being like, looking at each other and being like, nah, we're good. And I remember very clearly looking at my friend Matt and being like, get a load of these guys? What a bunch of losers. And I just remember leaving the gym and thinking, I'm never going to be friends with either of those guys. Brian and Bridget, I wish you guys nothing but happiness on your special day. I'm ecstatic that you guys found each other. Brian, you know, your friendship means a lot to me. Even though you went to, you know, a worse school than I did, you know, I don't hold that against you at all. Bear down. But in general, you know, I value our friendship because I know that even if we haven't spoken in a while, I can call you and we're gonna, you know, pick up like right where we left off. And that those type of friends are hard to find, and I wish you nothing but health and happiness for you and Bridget for the rest of your lives.
And Brian, the word on the street is that you're a flip-flopper. You cheer for the Dogs during the football season, and then during basketball season, you flip-flop over to the dark side and cheer for the Yellow Jackets. Now, I know Rob has something to do with that, which is not cool with me. But now that you're married, hopefully you'll stay on the right track and be a Bulldog fan in everything that they do. Basketball, baseball, football, track, tennis, golf, whatever you name, croquet, whatever. Always be a Bulldog, my brother. Peace.
Hey, Brian and Bridget, Kurt Warner here. Just wanted to congratulate you on your marriage. I've been married 18 years, and I have to say, best decision I ever made. Congrats. I wish you lots of happiness, lots of joy, and lots of love.
Brian, Bridget, how you doing? Larry Fisher here at training facility, Arizona Cardinals. Want to wish you guys a happy life together. Congratulations on your wedding.
Hey, Brian. I thought I'd take this opportunity to say welcome to the family. I think it's great that I have someone joining the family that I have so much in common with. I mean, we both love the Cubs. Actually, well, you don't. We both love going to Georgia football games. I guess that's not accurate. We both like golf, but I guess it's not really fun because I beat you every time. We both go to church on Sunday. No, that's not true. We both love dogs. Shoot, you hate dogs. You're allergic to them. Well, I guess we can start with the fact that we both love Bridget, so we can use that as a building block. Good to have you as a brother-in-law. Spend the rest of our lives as family members going forward. Good luck.
What's up, Oxy? The day's finally here. I'm so excited for you. Getting married. I'm so glad you found Bridget. You guys are so awesome together. Never seen you so happy. I know you're going to be a great husband. You come from such an awesome family. Joey and Darcy did such a good job raising you. They've been a big part of my life as well. You're always there for me. I really appreciate that about you. So yeah, congratulations and good luck for the rest of your life. And if you look over at the bar right now, I got a shot with your name on it.
So a little over 3 years ago, Brian moved from Arizona all the way back home to Atlanta. I think it was in March of 2012. And he came on his own. Bridget hadn't come out yet. And literally, I think 1 week after Brian moved to Atlanta was my bachelor party, which was about a month before the wedding. But my bachelor party, of course, was in Arizona, where Brian had just come from. So it was a lot to have him go all the way back out. But Brian didn't hesitate at all. He knew it was important to me, and he came right back out. He spent a few more days in Arizona, and it really wouldn't have surprised me if he couldn't have come. He had just moved. He had a lot of things going on at the time. But again, he didn't hesitate. He came out. And it says a lot about who Brian is that he made it out for my bachelor party. And it meant a lot to me that he was there and then he came back to Arizona when he had just moved from there a week ago. Of course, it didn't hurt that Bridget was still in Arizona, but I kind of ignore that part. I assume Brian just came out for me, and I really appreciate it. So congrats, Brian. Very happy for you. Congrats, Bridget. And have have a wonderful weekend.
Brian Oxman is one of the most smart, street-savvy friends I know. From the time he faked a seizure at Fujihana in the 8th grade to guilt Chef B into giving him extra teriyaki steak, I knew he would do just about anything to get what he wants. Anything to get what he wants. I know as a successful business owner, Brian likely had to pull some less than honorable maneuvers to grow his franchise of Cartridge World into the empire it is today. Why don't you take a look at some of Brian Oxman's atypical business practices?
So this guy comes in a year ago and he looks like a homeless. He smells a little bit too, look like crazy. And the way he started acting up, it's like total psychopath you see on the TV on the SVU Criminal Order. And he comes with a big bag, like shopping bag, big bag that Whole Foods gives in. And he comes in and he starts going like this. And he starts like emptying all the shelf. This kind of looks like weird. Why this person looks like that, taking so many cartridges? We thought, okay, he's gonna come to the register and he's gonna pay for it. Then he started walking out. What the hell do you think you're doing? You have to pay for this. And we call the cop, and he comes into my face. We think he's a knife or a gun. He didn't say it out loud, but he looked like he would actually shoot someone. This guy is a shady man.
Brian and Bridget, you guys are perfect for each other. I wish you nothing but a lifetime of joy, Japanese hibachi, and happiness together. Drip, drop, drippity drop.
If I had to describe Brian in a couple words, it'd be that he's a good friend and just a good guy. It was a bachelor party, I think it was Patrick's, and I couldn't even get into the casino because I had already drunk too much and I was the only one that was kind of showing it. I started walking back to the hotel and Brian called me. He was looking for me in a cab and he ended up picking me up and we just went to the next spot. Funny story, I think it was the 2010 Florida Georgia game. Georgia ended up losing in overtime and Brian decided to celebrate the loss with a half bottle of whiskey. I think Bridget came home a little bit after that and he fell asleep in her arms on a recliner and he was just like a little baby. Brian and Bridget are two of my favorite people and I couldn't be happier for them.
Hey Bridget and Brian, it's Ginger Z here. I just wanted to wish you best wishes after the wedding. It's a very fun time since I just went through it. Now I'm this old, very wise married woman. I can tell you, it's going to be great. I forecast many years to come.
Bridget, Brian, congratulations. Great day. Happy for you. And just remember, Brian, she is the coach. She's running the team, brother.
Brian, Bridget, it's Wes Durham. Congratulations to you both. I am honored that Michael sent me an email and asked me to participate in this. And I just want to wish you the very best in your new life together. And thanks for being a big supporter of Georgia Tech and the Atlanta Falcons. Hope to meet you guys soon.
Hey Bruno, look at you. You've come a long way since the little guy I met back in middle school. 100 pounds, perfectly shaped widow's peak, random Tourette's outbreaks. Now you're the sexiest cartridge salesman east of the Mississippi. And about to be a married man. And I couldn't be happier for you. But you really have taught me a lot along the way, and I figured I'd share a couple of those things that I've learned. Starting back to our days on the hardwood, you taught me it's possible to play an entire game without breaking a sweat and still somehow manage to score 25 points. You always outscored me and it killed me. God, you're like a Jewish Steph Curry. When you're in Athens on a Saturday, it is mandatory to have a Woodford Reserve in hand. Both a terrible idea and an incredible idea at the same time. But I like your style. You managed to break the cardinal sin and be both a Georgia and a Georgia Tech fan. Granted, it's in different sports, so I'll let that one slide. You're a smart guy, one of the smartest I know. You showed me it's possible for a guy as smart as you to make a decision as bad as choosing the second best college in Arizona. You missed the first one. Bear down, baby. But finally, the most important, you taught me that when you find a girl that's as amazing as Bridget, you don't let her go. You keep her and you marry her. I wish you two nothing but the best. I love the two of you, and cheers to many years of happiness.
Hawks ball!
All right, Brian and Bridget, it's almost go time. A life of marital bliss. Javita, say hi.
Hi, hi, hi.
Hey,
Congratulations.
From the WSB TV Anchor Desk, we just want to say congrats, guys, and hope you have a wonderful wedding and honeymoon. And
Godspeed, good luck.
Take
Good
care,
luck.
guys. Bye.
Hi, Brian and Bridget. I just want to say congratulations and have a great wedding day. May you have many happy, long years together.
Brian and Bridget, this is Dave Pash, the voice of the Arizona Cardinals. Want to wish you all the best in your future as a married couple. God bless you. Have a great wedding and a great future. Take care.
Congratulations, Bridget and Brian from Horror.
Brian and Bridget, congratulations on your marriage. We can't thank you enough for your business. You guys have been great customers and we wish you nothing but the best. Don't worry, we will have plenty of fried rice waiting for you guys when you get back from your wedding. Congratulations.
Hello, Brian and Bridget. I want to congratulate you on your marriage and make sure you just don't have it on a Bulldog Saturday. God bless and go Dogs.
Hi Brian, I've been asked to share reasons why I love you. That could take all night, so I thought I'd just show.
Hey Brian, it's been a while. Rumor has it you're a hell of a basketball player at East Marietta. But when it comes to baseball, there is no chance you would have ever touched my fastball. In all seriousness though, congrats to you and Bridget on your marriage. I wish you guys nothing but the best.
Hi Brian, I've been asked to share reasons why I love you, but that could take all night, so I'll just share some of my favorites. I love Brian because whenever we walk into a CVS, he'll go over and he'll spray himself with the Axe body spray, but never ends up purchasing the bottle. I love Brian because when we go out to dinner, we're able to dispense your own beverage. Brian will always order water, but end up with Sprite in his cup. I love Brian because I can always rely on him to never replace the toilet paper roll. And I always discover this after it's too late. But in all seriousness, I love you, Brian, because you're the most sweetest, genuine person I've ever met. I can always rely on you to make me laugh. I just have to make sure I turn up my hearing aids. I love you because you always push me out of my shell. You always make me do something that I don't want to do, and I know I can be resistant at times. But I thank you for breaking me out of my shell. Don't ever stop pushing me. I love that I get to spend the rest of my life with you, creating I love you moments. I love you.
I think I wanna marry you. It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you.